First, thank you. Thank you so much for the work that you do for our black community. Let me just say that off the bat. Secondly, thank you for being such a strong foot soldier no matter what. And we can only imagine the attacks that you have come under with the 1619 Project before and after all of that because you've been in the game for so long. Being here today at the DNC and over these past couple of days, what's been going through your mind?
Well, as a history lover, as a lay historian, of course, what I'm constantly thinking about is just this historical moment that we're in. As you see, I have Harriet Tubman because this is a moment that black women have been fighting for since we were brought to this country, and to see that glass ceiling might finally be broken, but broken by those of us who are on the very bottom of society, is just very powerful.
Now, I know you're also on the campus of Howard University. When you go back and you step foot on that campus next week, whenever you are going back into those rooms, do you feel like you bringing something extra with you this time after today?
I mean, if anybody knows anything about Howard, the spirit of Howard is unlike any campus I've ever been on. And just the energy of how proud people are that the first ever, not just woman, not just black woman, but president from an HBCU might be upon us in November. It's electric. It's electric on campus, and as I'm talking to my students about the power of journalism and the power of narrative, it's how do you record this moment for future generations to understand what it was like.
I'm going to end on this because I'm glad you brought up your students, because a lot of times we're energized in this room, but sometimes there's a disconnect. There's a disconnect with just everyday people on the streets. There's also a disconnect sometimes in institutions of higher learning of what people are really going through. With that, what is it that you are hearing from your students that you talk to on a daily about this moment that we're in?
Well, my students, they care about the symbolism, but what they care about more is substantial change, right? They're going out into a world where they're taking out a lot of student loan debt. They're going out into a world where the future feels very uncertain, where so many of the fundamental rights that their ancestors, both at Howard and the direct ancestors, fought for, seem under attack. So while the symbolism is valuable, they are really voting for their lives, and they want to know that if they are able to deliver Vice President Harris to the presidency, is she going to then deliver for black communities?
Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on AURN. Thank you.